Hey guys, it's Willy from Tilt. I'm here to bring you guys a brand new rider's guide. Today, we're going to be going over this box. Before we get into this box though, I'm going to talk to you guys about what rider's guides even are. So basically, I'm here on behalf of Tilt Scooters to bring you guys super in-depth videos about Tilt products. So let's get into it. The first product that we have today is this deck. I'm going to unbox it really quick and show you guys what comes in here. Alright, we're gonna open this up. This is something really special, guys, so just brace yourself. Alright, first thing I'm gonna be pulling out of this box is this wonderful Tilt beanie. The only place to get this beanie is actually with this deck. So, if you want this beanie and you like how it looks, you're gonna wanna get this deck. This beanie is really cool because it says Tilt, has a little lightning bolt, and what makes it special is it says edition of 30 down here, which is what the name of this deck is. So it's a beanie to match your deck. Keep in mind that it is a gray color, so this is really important. The next thing that we have is this pin. It looks very nice. Here, I'm gonna put it on really quick. I want it right here. Ooh, so I just put on the pin right now. And this pen says, dedicating our efforts to the community. Being part of Tilt, I really see how much they do give back to the community. That's not only with video parts, that's not only with events, it's just an overall love for scootering and the community. The next thing that we got in this box right here is this sticker. And this sticker right here is really sick. And the reason I say that is because it has this really interesting pattern on it. This is a bigger Tilt sticker than normal. If you guys know how big Tilt stickers are, you'll know that they're either this big or this big. But this guy is huge. The only place that you can get this sticker is actually with this deck. So if this sticker looks appetizing to you, you know where to get it. All right, folks. Are you guys ready for me to pull out this 6061 piece of aluminum that is covered in the best artwork you've ever seen? Of course you are. So let's... Here it is, folks. And oh my gosh. This is actually like my first time seeing this in person and it looks incredible. Holy crap.
Yeah, that looks sick, man. What is that?
Dude, this is the new Tilt Edition 30 deck.
It looks like a fabric from Bob.
It really does. It looks like velvety or something like that.
Let me see that grip tape.
Look at this. Special grip tape. Only available in this deck.
Okay. I heard you talking about a beanie before. Let me have a look.
Yeah, check out this beanie.
Look at that thick boy.
Look at this. The Tilt sticker matches the deck. It's like camouflage, but also like giraffe print, but also like lightning at the same time. It's like when you really look at this deck, there's like this faded, almost like cloud look in the back, and then it's this really sharp light lines that run through it. And this is just so unique. But this graphic actually has a little bit of a backstory. I'll get into that in a moment. Like I just said, this deck is made out of 6061 aluminum, and this deck is basically the exact same deck as the year number 10 deck, aside from the color. And of those year number 10 decks, there's only a handful of them broken, so you know that this deck is gonna last and survive some of your gnarliest tricks. So this deck actually has a really cool backstory to it. I was involved with it, Colin was involved with it, Mike was involved with it. It was just a collective effort. Originally, this pattern was actually supposed to be produced on previous Tilt parts a few years back. Unfortunately, the parts didn't reach the quality specifications that we require, so they ended up being scrapped. But fast forward a few years, I was having a phone call with Colin, and I was talking about how cool it'd be to have a camouflage deck. And he said, wait a second, we have this pattern that Mike designed, that we were gonna use on these parts before, but we could use that graphic and put it on a deck. So here is the deck, and it looks super sick, and I think that it turned out so awesome. And this isn't just your normal hydro dip. It's not like we just went to a place and plunged it in some water with spray paint or just graphics. No. This is an anodized deck. For all of you guys that don't know what anodization is, it's basically a process where they embed the colors into the metal. So that way, it's kind of electrocuted paint. Electric chemical coloring, but I don't know, the result is great. I don't personally exactly know how it works, but I think that however it does work, they're doing it right. Because this deck has a hand-produced graphic where each graphic is basically hand done, like this wasn't just a thing that they threw into a bucket with 30 other decks and they all look exactly the same. In fact, each of these decks are honestly a little bit different. This one is a little bit more on the darker side, but there's ones that are a little bit lighter, and all of these patterns will all be a little bit different. So if you get this deck, you will honestly have a very unique one-off product. You can go to the skate park and no one will have the exact same deck as you. It's yours, it's only yours. And I think that's really cool that there's only 30 of them, because if you guys know Tilt's past history, they've done a lot of limited parts, and I think that it's really awesome that they're still keeping that tradition alive with this product. This deck is called the Edition of 30 Theory Deck V2 because there's only 30 of these decks. So like I just said, don't miss out. I think that this deck is really great for scootering because I believe that scooter products should always be getting elevated. I feel like every company should be trying their hardest to implement new strategies and new techniques into making their products that make them unique. I think that it's really cool that they've broken out of the conventional singular color and started creating patterns that make products super unique. I think something that makes scootering so awesome is the fact that you can have a scooter that matches your personality. All of the different parts in your scooter accumulated makes a scooter that perfectly matches you. I feel like the more personalized scooter parts get, the more personalized you feel when you're riding your scooter. So I think that having parts like this that can really bring out someone's personality is an awesome thing for the scootering world, and I think that it's just an overall great product. Let's run over some specifications about this product to make sure that it is right for you. This deck weighs 3.8 pounds and comes 22 long by 5.5 wide. The head tube and down tube are both 3D machined, and the fender is welded along with the dropouts. This deck is designed to hold a integrated 1 1/8 headset and can hold 110mm by 24mm wide wheels, as well as 120mm by 30mm wide wheels. All you have to do is just take out these little spacers. This is a true box deck, meaning that the top and the bottom are both 5.5 wide, and you have 15.5 inches of total foot space. This deck is the exact same deck as the year number 10 deck, but the color is obviously different. So something that's really important for us at Tilt is compatibility. We believe that all scooter parts should work with all scooter parts because that just makes scootering more fun, being able to ride at a plethora of parts making up just your own unique cool scooter. So this deck will work fine with basically any fork, clamp, headset, and wheels, but if you guys want the best possible fit for this deck, I'm going to recommend getting Tilt parts. Through the whole process of this deck being designed, other Tilt parts were being used to build this deck. This deck was designed using a Tilt fork in mind and using Tilt wheels in mind. If you want the best possible fit for your scooter, I'm going to recommend getting Tilt products because they just work well with other Tilt products. This deck is going to be a little bit more expensive than your traditional Tilt deck. This deck is going to cost $303.03. And the reason that this deck costs a little bit more is because the hand finish that's been done on this deck is a little bit more expensive of a process, and it's just a limited product. The only place that you're going to be able to get this deck is from tiltlife.com. And the reason that this deck is only to be available at tiltlife.com is because there's only 30 of them. There's also some chances of you guys winning this deck. This is one of the 30 decks right here, and I'm going to keep this because I think this deck is so beautiful. But another deck will be at the Barcelona Street Jam as a giveaway. There's going to be another one of these decks that's going to be given away through the vault. There's also one more that will be given away in a European giveaway. More details about that coming soon. If you want this deck, you know where to get it, you know how much it costs, you know the ins and outs of this thing, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm super honored to have the opportunity to be working with Tilt Scooters to be able to make these rider's guides for you. Over the course of these videos, you're going to see this studio fill up, you're going to see products being put into their place, and if you guys want to send in some fan art, we have this really sick cork board right here that we're going to put all of your fan art onto. And something else that's really cool is that if you do send in fan art, you're going to get some super exclusive special Tilt stickers that only you can get if you send in to the rider's guide. So here's the P.O. box right here. And make sure you guys send in something cool because I would just really appreciate that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and share this with your friends. If you guys want me to talk about another Tilt part, make sure to comment below on which Tilt part you guys want me to talk about, because I'm honestly down to do any of them. I love Tilt parts. I love the opportunity that I'm able to do this, and I think that it's a super awesome thing. And yeah, guys, keep shredding, keep being you, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out.